Hey everyone, welcome back to 3RDEV. Today, we're going to Nigeria. It's a country famous for its awesome culture and tasty food. And you know me, I love good food. We're learning about yam farming today. Yams are super important in Nigeria. Stages of yam plantations. Growing yams involve several key stages, each critical to ensuring a successful harvest. Below is a detailed breakdown of these stages. 1. Site selection and preparation. The first stage in yam cultivation is selecting an appropriate site. Yams thrive in tropical and subtropical climates with well-drained, fertile soil. The area should receive full sunlight and be free from frost. Before planting, the soil must be prepared by loosening it to a depth of at least 20 to 30 centimeters using tools like a broad fork or digging hoe. This helps improve aeration and drainage, which are essential for yam growth. 2. Soil enrichment. Once the site is prepared, the next step is to enrich the soil. This can be done by mixing organic matter such as compost or well-rotted manure into the topsoil. Products like Scott's Osmocote Compost Premium Soil Improver can enhance soil fertility by adding necessary nutrients that support healthy yam growth. 3. Planting yams can be planted from whole tubers or pieces of tubers, known as set pieces. When planting, ensure that they are placed about 3 to 5 centimeters deep in the soil and spaced approximately 50 to 60 centimeters apart to allow for adequate growth space. If using potted plants, they should also be positioned similarly in large pots with sufficient drainage. 4. Providing support. As yam vines grow rapidly, providing support is crucial for their development. A trellis or fence should be established before planting so that the vines have something to climb on as they grow upwards towards sunlight. 1. Watering and maintenance. During the growing season, regular watering is essential, especially during dry spells, as yams require consistent moisture to develop properly. Mulching around the plants helps retain moisture and suppress weeds that could compete for nutrients. 2. Pest and disease management. While yams are relatively pest-resistant, monitoring for any signs of disease or pests is important throughout their growth cycle. Maintaining good cultural practices such as crop rotation and proper sanitation can help mitigate potential issues. 1. Harvesting. The final stage occurs when the leaves of the yam plant begin to yellow and die back in late autumn or early winter, indicating that it's time to harvest. Careful digging around the tubers is necessary to avoid damaging them during extraction from the soil. 1. Storage. After harvesting, yams should be cleaned gently and stored in a cool, dry place where they can last for several months without spoiling. By following these stages meticulously, growers can maximize their yield and enjoy a successful yam harvest. Lots of people eat them every day. It's cool to learn where our food comes from and how much work it takes to grow. Nigeria grows a lot of yams. It's one of the biggest yam growers in the world. Wow! Yams aren't just food there. They're a big part of Nigerian celebrations and culture. You see them at weddings and festivals. They're like the special guest at every party. Growing these special yams isn't easy. It takes a lot of work, know-how, and sunshine. Today we'll learn all about growing yams in Nigeria, from planting to picking and everything in between. Okay, let's talk about water. Yams need water to grow big and strong, just like us. But too much water can be bad, just like too little. It's important to get it just right. Yams like soil that's damp but not too wet. Think of a slightly wet sponge, not one that's dripping. Nigeria usually gets enough rain for yams, but sometimes, especially when it's dry, they need extra water. That's where irrigation comes in. It's like giving the yams a drink when they're thirsty. But we need to be careful. Too much water can hurt the roots and make them rot. We have to find the perfect amount of water to keep our yams happy and healthy.